Hello?
We got you, brother. We got you. Welcome. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How y'all doing tonight?
Running around with chicken with our heads cut off, but we making it.
And I got y'all, so it's all good.
It's called family love, man. We definitely do appreciate it.
Yeah.
I know Shamika don't. I do. I tell you, I appreciate you. I know she be talking about you behind your back, but I ain't gonna tell you over the air.
Okay, we'll talk later.
We'll talk later. That's right. We'll talk later about her.
Whatever.
I like the topic.
One thing. I'm his sister. Blood is thicker than water.
Yeah, but bullshit always rising to the top, and your shit is rising right now.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anywho, go ahead on to the topic, Matt. So, have you ever had any ghosts come back, and in what way, shape, or form?
Yeah, a few times. I had a ghost come back yesterday.
Was it a friendly ghost?
Oh.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure because right now, I'm ready to move. That person told me they was ready to fade away from my life, and I was like, okay, because part of it is me, but they said they was ready to fade away. And Mother's Day, I'm with my family, with my mom. I get a phone call. I'm like, wait a minute. I answer it. And they was like, hey, how you doing? Yada, yada, yada. I just wanted to wish your mom a happy Mother's Day. And I'm like, okay, here. You can speak to Mom. And they spoke to my mother, and, I'm like, like a month or two ago, it was, F mark.
Shit, it still is, Mark. Still is. Ain't nothing changed.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing changed. But she's trying to come. She's trying to come the sideways on you. She's trying to come back sideways. The sideways, because if it was really. Go on, Shamika.
Mm-hmm. The question is, what is her intent? Is it so that you don't forget her?
Huh?
And you're unable. I said, what is the intent behind that? Because it could be so you won't forget me. I'll stay on your mind. I'll periodically call. Just when I think you might be forgetting about me, I'll call.
And we done been through that. She sent me mad mixed signals. She'll deny that she has, but and
as most women do.
Yeah, right now, there's somebody. They sending me the right signals right now, and I'm entertaining that.
See, and this is what I mean about the ghost of past relationships. This is just what I mean. How many times, people, have we found the one that we think is right for us, and all of a sudden we getting in tune with this person, those old ones always pop up. It's never new ones pop up when you find somebody new. It's always the old ones that pop back up. You never meet two or three new people at the same time. You meet that one great new person, then your old ones that stressed you out and gave you problems always pop back up with some bullshit. All you gotta do, brother, is remember the shit she put you through, and just know that she got some more shit. Because people's bullshit don't change.
Yeah.
They really don't. Especially when she told you, like, I want to fade away. Well, why you back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you only met my mom once, and you might have had a couple of conversations with her.
Wow. Okay, now it's different now. Yeah, she's back with ill intent. Don't fuck with her. Nah, she definitely. Or she could have realized she made a mistake, and I thought her and your mom's was cool like that, where she could just but she only met your mom's once. Nah.
Yeah.
She ain't back. Nah. She got some up her sleeve. Watch her.
And, before, the old Mark probably would have been like, oh, wow, she called me back again. But
but you learn. You learn. Whatever she did, whatever her reasons for leaving, the way she left, probably put a bad taste in your mouth. That's probably all you needed. Once somebody gives you something bad to eat, you never forget it. You never eat at that house again. Only takes one bad meal.
Yeah, and I was cordial, because I'm just that type of person. I'm a peaceful.
I was about to say, yep.
So and I'm not gonna reach out again,
Yeah. Well, I guess she'll call you back and she'll be like, hey. Now, I bet you how you can really shut her down and see what her intentions are. When she asks you how you doing, I'm doing great. Got a new friend, things are working out. Fire desire her. That's all. And see where she goes. Tell her right there. Fire desire. Yeah. Tell her with that. I got a new friend. It ain't like when I was with you, but it's better. That type of shit. Make her feel real bad. And if she comes back with that, oh well, I was wanting to see how you doing. Maybe we could go out. No. For what? You told me to fade away. You wanted to fade away. Why you calling me? Call on her shit. Why she get like the honeymoons? Hamana. Out of here, man. Mm-hmm. That's a crazy thing, man. It's like people don't understand. Like, bullshit is easily seen. Like, I thought she was friends with your moms and they knew each other, while y'all was together or while y'all were friends. That I can understand. You talk to my moms one time. See, first of all, you're better than me. If you talk to my moms one time and you call me, say Happy Mother's Day, let me talk to your mother, for what? Y'all ain't fucking friends. I'll relay the message. What do you want with me? Because you don't want my mom. What do you want with me? Then they'd be like, why you got to be that way? Because I'm an asshole. Let's move on. Why do you want to talk to my mom? Like, I'll tell you what it is. It's like, why? But Mark, and I met Mark is that laid-back kind of brother that can never do it like me. And there's nothing wrong with that because the way he did it will put her ass to sleep anyway. She still didn't put to sleep, no matter how you put it. She thinks she got the advantage. When you hit her with that, I got a new friend in town, her whole attitude going to change. She'll probably stop calling you. That's why I'll give it to her.
No, I think she would actually pursue harder.
What did you say, Shamika?
I think she would actually pursue harder.
We about to think she won't because her feelings will be hurt. Her feelings will be hurt, so she's not going to do it.
Maybe she will, but I'm done.
Are you done because the way she left, or just because it was never good for you in the beginning? It was never good for you anyway.
It was never good for me.
Oh shit.
Like I said, I admit, I caused a lot of wrong in the situation.
Right.
But she's got to, it's part of her that also is wrong in the situation. And
two-way street, brother.
Yeah.
Two-way street. Nobody can walk on both sides of the street. We all got to take our path.
And
and the thing about it also, I think what a lot of us do, we like, you were smart because you said something early. If you were the old Mark, you would have did what everybody does, got real happy when she called back and fell into her trap and gave her all the power. You peeped it right away, realized what was going on, and was like, no, I'm not going there, which was good for you. Because I tell you, a lot of people don't do that. They get caught up in, that moment, or what they do is get caught up in the past. Once they get caught up in the past, it's over.
You know what? Me and her both have a pattern where we upset with each other, and she'll leave me alone. Before it used to be she'd leave me alone, and I call till I got her, and we'd be back on good terms, and then something else happened, and then I'm back again doing what I'm doing, and then I reached a point where, okay, you say you don't want to talk to me, and I leave her alone, but then she called me, and then I would fall back into that trap, and
Yep, she playing that game.
So now it's I don't want to be on that roller coaster anymore, and I wish her well. She's not a bad person. I'm not going to bash her and say she's a bad person, but
just not for
some reason we just didn't vibe the way we should have vibed, and
Well, that's on her. Well, she missed out on something good, I'm sure, and she probably realized it. But guess what? Too late. Somebody else got your eye. She got to handle it. She'll sit back and worry about that shit the rest of her life. Oh, why, oh, me. Oh, well. I tell them, life goes on, baby. Life does go on. Smile later. Mac, do me a favor.
Sir.
Tell the story of Mother's Day. Tell the full story of Mother's Day when she called about Mother's Day. Jody wants to hear it, please. Tell the whole situation. Okay.
All right. I'm with my family. She knows that Mother's Day I'm going to be with my mother and I'm going to be with my family. So I haven't spoken to her in maybe a month since she told me, the last time we talked, I just called to see how she was doing, because we both got different issues in our life that we both need to work out. I'm working on my issues that I have that don't make me the best person I can be. She has issues that doesn't make her the best person she can be. So we both are in therapy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in therapy, and so far therapy's been good. In fact, he's ready to let me go, and call him. I see a black therapist, and he's been a good influence on what I'm trying to do with my life and where I'm trying to go forward with. So she called me, and I was like, she called me. I thought she didn't want to talk to me. And I've thought about, what I'm gonna do. Really, sometimes I wanna be mean and hang up a phone, but that's not my nature. So I answered the phone, and she was like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? Happy Mother's Day." She was like, "Thank you," and she was like, "I wanted to wish your mother a happy Mother's Day." I was like, "Well, she right here. Hold on." So I gave her the phone, and my mother's looking at me like, "What? Because you don't talk to her no more." And so my mother had asked me maybe last week, you don't speak to her anymore, and I'm like, yeah, Mom, she don't want to speak to me no more. And she was like, yeah, I guess so, So she spoke to her, and they spoke, and she has two children, two teenage children, and mother asked what they did for her for Mother's Day, and then they got off the phone, and she said she wanted to call my mother, I guess, when I'm not around or whatever. And my mom was like, well, call me. You got the number? And so then I spoke back to her again, and I was like, I hope you're doing okay. And she was like, yeah, I am. And she said she was going to talk to me later, meaning she probably going to call me, whenever she gets the gumption to call me again. And usually, things haven't been on my terms. Like if I wanted to speak to her in person, she would do things and not speak to me in person. She'd rather speak to me over the phone. And I know that's something I allowed, and so I'm like, I'm over her. I am over her, and I'm trying to go forward.
Uh-huh. Okay. Greg.
Hello?
Greg. Yes. I don't know where Greg has gone yet again.
Greg is here. I'm here. She still, I'm glad they're going through, like Jody says, you could tell you still care for her and all that, but still, like.
I do care for her, but it's been 6 years, and she's never, she's always sent me mixed signals, and I know I allowed that, and that's, like I speak to Shamika and the other brothers and take notes, and people told me I don't need that, I don't need somebody to send me mixed signals, and although I admit that I was wrong when I first met her. I was doing stuff that's wrong. So.
Hey, Mac.
Yeah.
Don't you want to know? Can you talk about any of the mixed signals, like?
Mixed signals? Okay.
Yeah, like nothing, you know.
She'll say she wants to just be friends, but me and her had a thing where she probably was the last person I spoke to at night, and probably the first person I spoke to in the morning. And you don't do that with just a friend, you know, even though you might have friends.
Not like that.
Yeah, and when she's had problems, I've always been there for her. I can't really say that she's had my back 100%. And, you know, like, we had a big blowout, and she was like, I speak to you like we husband and wife. And I did want to be with her, you know, and I did want to be married to her. So when you say that, and then she also said in the same argument that when I messed up, things were over a long time. Things were over then for me and her. And Jolie, I'll say that I wanted her more than she wanted me, you know.
But she enjoyed the attention.
Huh?
But she enjoyed the attention, you know.
Yeah, probably. You know, I used to do. You know, I'm a bit of a romantic. I used to write her letters every day, or not every day, but I would send her. You know, we used to work together, so I used to go back to work before she started because I knew what time she would start. My boy in the mirror, I was like, go leave that on her desk, and she, you know, some days she have a note, a card, a flower. You know, she would go through certain things she would go to. I have an inspirational card waiting for her desk, you know. And in return, I never got that.
Okay, Jolie, you're going to love this, Jolie. Jolie, you're going to love this. You're going to love this right now.
And you know what? You know what, Jolie? You know what she said? She's told me that she always feels that she would mess something up that's good, you know. She never felt that she would ever have a good relationship because of her past and you know, her other situations. Okay, Greg.
I just had to apologize to Jolie and all the ladies that she made a good point. I didn't hear the whole story. I heard part of the story about what you were telling me, and I got an assumption about this young lady. Then I heard the real thing. I ain't saying she's not wrong for using you for the attention, which makes her in a way wrong for it. However, I understand her getting the attention from you because every woman wants to have that attention and enjoy that attention. So I got to apologize to her for being disrespectful to her. However, I'm still going to be mad at her for using a good man just for her pleasure. That's not right. Even though she knows your intentions, has she ever told you that I don't want? Did she say like I don't want you like that? Let's just stay friends, and you still want her in this way? The reason I'm asking you because I got a perfect story for you. That
you know what?
Perfect story for you. Yeah.
She said she wanted to be friends, and there's been times where there were times we both were I like seeing some. I got comfortable to where I wanted to see somebody else, and she was involved with somebody else. And then, for whatever reason, that other person, we didn't fully connect, and I left him alone. And you know, her situation with the other person didn't work, and so we friends. But then she would bring up the other person. You know, I would never bring up the dude that she was previously with, and she would bring up, you know. So,
let me interrupt you. Yes, because there's two sides to every story. So
Yeah.
we are hearing your side of the story. I'm not going to go into her side of the story, even though I know it. But let's not make it seem like you're the saint.